Good evening. Hello, my name is William Brown, and welcome to another edition of Region 99. This one we're doing today is cosplay and wine. Once again, a big special shout out to Dave of Time Warp Comics for hosting us. Hey, Dave. All right. Time Warp Comics, Cedar Grove, New Jersey, for all your comic book and collectible needs. And we also have another sponsor to the show, Gnarly Head, authentic red wine, truly an inspirational drink among creative artists and those in the artistry area. We have a special guest with us today, Miss Dominique Wilson. Hello.
Hello.
And she is our first cosplay artist. I'm very excited. Are you excited?
Very excited. Thank you.
Nice. Pretty much how our show goes. Cosplay, collectibles in the back, interview up front, and a toast up this time for Gnarly Head. All right, so cosplay.
Yes.
For those of us in the audience who may not know what cosplay is, would you care to give us a definition?
Well, cosplay, in my opinion, is like when people, express themselves through, becoming characters, either through comic books, TV series, movies, different things, and they dress up in different costumes and go to conventions, you do events, and it's basically just having a good time in costumes and it's like you become a big kid, and you just get to enjoy yourself amongst people who share the same interests.
Nice. Mm-hmm. What influenced you to be a cosplayer?
Well, when I was young, I was always into dressing up, doing different holidays, different things, especially Halloween. That's like my favorite holiday, where I get to dress up and, become someone different for at least a day. But then when I noticed that people do cosplay, you could dress up as much as you want. And you go to different conventions, you meet other people, and it's just like I just love to become different characters because I also do celebrity impersonations as well.
Like who?
Well, my main character I do is Michael Jackson. And I do performances in different places. I even went to Gary, Indiana.
Really?
And performed in his hometown. I performed throughout New York and New Jersey.
Oh, nice. What would you say as a cosplayer? What was your best character?
Well, my signature character is Poison Ivy and Freddy Krueger. A lot of people love the way I maneuver the glove, but my favorite character that I've cosplayed is Poison Ivy. And when I went to a convention last week, C2E2 in Chicago, I did the Dr. Pamela Ivy, professor variation of her. And when I did North Comic Con, I did the exotic version of Poison Ivy with the leaves.
Nice. Now, question, aside from cosplay, outside of cosplay, what is it that you do for a living?
Well, I'm an assistant manager at a bank, Gibraltar Bank in New York. I've been there 9 years. Really? I also do like photography, on the side. And of course, like I said, the celebrity impersonation, I perform as Michael Jackson. I've done the Janet Jackson performance before. Really? I've even made an appearance as Prince one time.
Hail to the Prince.
Yes.
The King. The Chief. All right. Question. Mm-hmm. Now, as a woman in cosplay, there's been, and I'm sure you've seen at conventions, various signage that says, no means no, be respectful. Mm-hmm. How is it as a woman?
Oh, yeah, with the whole cosplay is not consent.
Yeah.
With my cosplays, I usually don't do a lot of revealing looks, but for a lot of people that I do know that do revealing looks, because the character is a little revealing. Yeah. They feel like, the guys could be a little bit overbearing when it comes to taking photos with them or making comments to them, and I haven't had that approach yet. Like where they, touch you inappropriately when taking a photo or trying to get your attention. I think that it's, I really don't think it's acceptable, but it's just, I think it goes along with the character that you portray. It gives the guy some kind of thought like, oh, she's dressed like this, I can just do whatever I want, and that's not cool,
Of course.
But fortunately, I haven't, and even with this. I don't think no one's gonna want.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna want to mess with me.
Unless they're gonna get something cut off.
There you go.
Now, understand, cosplay is not consent.
Mm-hmm.
With the Comic-Cons that's coming up, men, be respectful.
Yes.
And women, be safe. Recently, Marvel released the character Riri Williams as the new Iron Man, known as Ironheart.
Mm-hmm.
She looks good. She looks promising.
Of course. Yeah.
You ever think about doing maybe her as a cosplayer?
Well, I have considered her as a cosplay. I mean, I think she's kind of, common now at conventions. A lot of young ladies, especially people of color,
of course,
are embracing her and they are portraying her at conventions. I've seen a few this past weekend, at C2E2. I thought it was really cool to see a young character of her, status being portrayed now. But I wouldn't mind, trying that look out.
Oh, nice.
Maybe when it calms down a little bit, I'll bring it back, like more of a retro look.
Oh, nice.
That's how I do mine.
Oh, so when it comes to you do retro, so it's like, hey, nostalgia.
I'm not really a for the moment cosplay. Like, when it's something hot, I don't try to, because it's pretty common. I like people to be like, oh, I remember that, type of thing.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned earlier C2E2.
Yes.
Chicago's big Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah.
How was it?
It was great. I mean, it was my first year going, and I went for 2 days, Friday and Saturday. It was really nice. They had so many different booths, and the artists, it was so many different artists and Artist Alley. Cosplayers were just all over. I didn't get a chance to meet any of the celebrities, but there were a few people there that were recognizable. Power Rangers, the original cast, some of the members were there.
Really?
Ernie Heston from Ghostbusters, he was there. I didn't get a chance to see him. Stan Lee was there as well.
God bless him. The man who made everything possible.
Yes, but of course the lines were long. I was like, I'll catch. Well, Stanley, he's up in age now, but everyone else I could probably catch at another.
He's gonna live forever.
Yes,
Stanley's
of course.
Gonna live forever. That's the one guy they're gonna do prior. He's gonna be like Fry from Futurama, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Just 1,000 years old, come back and like, yo, let's do this.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Now, Miles Morales, the Black Spider-Man. I think it's amazing.
Yes. I mean, I like the fact that a lot of these characters are breaking barriers. And it's, it's good on the cosplay and the geek community.
Of course.
It's making us become a little bit more acceptable as people of color. And with Riri, as far as females, is making it a little more acceptable as well for us. And, I think it's going to be great.
Nice.
Is there may I ask if possible, if you're not, are you going to, I could, all right, is there a Mr. Cosplayer that's
attached to you?
Well, yeah, currently it is.
Nice.
And it's cool because, we could go to conventions together. We can do couple cosplays and hang out, talk about geek stuff. We won't get tired of hearing it. Something we can relate to, watch TV shows related to, different characters like the DC, Legends of Tomorrow and Supergirl.
Nice.
And, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So.
Now, being involved with someone who's just as much into comic books and cosplay, how, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that? For you?
I would say, give or take, I would kind of say, well, in my case, I would kind of say a 10, between 8 and 10. Because, I like to go to conventions, and now I have someone I can go and share the experience with, go out, we wear, like, superhero t-shirts. And it's funny because the other day when I came in from Chicago, I was taken out to lunch, and I had my Avengers t-shirt on, and he had a Captain America t-shirt on, not even planned. It's just, we just know, that's just how we are.
That's what's up.
As geeks, you just know, well, time to throw on a superhero shirt, and who knew we were going to wear similar shirts.
I'm jealous.
And I'm coming from Chicago.
Oh, wow.
What are your comic book influences?
Comic book influence? I say, as far as like Characters or
characters.
I'm mainly like a DC fan. Like
Really?
I'll go with like the Batman, Gotham City thing. That's probably why Poison Ivy stuck to me. Harley Quinn sticks to me. The Joker. I'm more like the bad people though.
Gotcha.
But yeah, like my influences I would say, like the DC comic world. I'm more towards that, and that's what influences most of my cosplays and things.
Now, I'm noticing there are a lot of more men and women of color,
Mm-hmm.
definitely going out a little bit harder in the cosplay scene. I know there's been on Facebook, there's been some critics in regards to it. What are your thoughts in regards to that?
Yeah, it happens. I've been criticized a few times for characters, because I break racial and gender barriers when I do my cosplays, and like for instance, when I do Poison Ivy, I don't wear the bright red color hair. I usually wear like a nice, burgundy color, and I was criticized for that. They were like, oh, that's not the color of her hair, or oh, she's not black. I get certain things like that. Even when I did Harley Quinn, people of color would criticize me too, like, why you don't do more Storm characters? Why you don't do more women of color? And it's like, I can, but I would like to, venture out, do different things that I'm actually interested in doing. And I feel like I could portray better, But yeah, I get a lot of that
Well, I'm going to give you props for continuing to go every which way.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had a question. So when you're with your Mr. cosplayer and you're Freddy Krueger, is he like the victim? or is she like Mr. Freddy Krueger?
It's like a team. It would be Mr. and Mrs.
Oh,
it would be more of a team.
That would be nice.
Because we're planning on doing a few different variations of different cosplays within the next few weeks or months or so. We already did like a photo shoot at Cyclops and Emma Frost.
Really?
Yeah, which is like, they were a couple, and eventually after Dream Grey,
So Cyclops was just
Emma,
dipping off. Got you.
So yeah, it was pretty close in the comic series, so
all right,
we did that. But of course, that was done before we even became a couple. But it worked.
now here's the thing. All right, so with cosplay, what advice do you have for any up and coming young men and women of color, or just anybody in the community of diversity who want to start venturing out into cosplay? What advice would you give them?
My advice would be creative. Choose a cosplay that fits you. Basically, if you feel more comfortable doing a Freddy Krueger, or if you feel comfortable doing a superhero, do something that reflects you. Like, if you can portray the character, go for it. And you don't have to spend a whole lot of money. You could just find something that's simple for now. Start off with just a little simple outfit, and then as you get into it more, you advance in it. And that's what I did. You start off, you don't have to be like making your own outfits, because a lot of people get criticized for that if you buy outfits and things like that. But yeah, just be creative, be expressive, do something that fits you.
Mm-hmm. Now, the one thing we've seen so far is like this rebirth of both DC and Marvel comic book movies.
Yeah.
Now, there was this one article on Facebook. We should have like with African American superheroes. Mm-hmm. And I forget his name. He was Childish Gambino, the rapper.
Okay.
He does Atlanta, but I forget his name right now.
Okay.
I want to say it's Glover.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Do you think he would have been cool as Miles Morales as Spider-Man?
I think he would. In a way, I think he could. He could probably. I think he would do really well as him.
I think so too.
At least he could definitely come out with a mixtape on it. For real.
Yeah, he could do that. Yeah.
Nice.
He fits it.
Ms. Wilson, I want to say thank you
Oh, no
for this
problem.
great interview.
You're welcome.
Do you have any advice for, once again, aside from cosplay, do you have any advice for any up and coming artists, comic book collectors, writers?
Well, like I was saying earlier, do something that's for you, and have fun doing it. Don't let it become a competition. Don't let it become a spending spree. Budget your money right, because even with going to conventions, plan that accordingly. Because when you get there, trust me, it's going to be a lot of things out there that you're going to want to buy. um, and just have fun, basically, and make sure you get a nice group of friends that are interested in, travel with them, enjoy, and have a good time.
Once again, Region 99. Once again, thank you, Time Warp Comics, and our new sponsor, Gnarly Head Authentic Red Wine. Cheers.
Oh,